So hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you today to inform you about the sport of disc golf and to further explain some of the mechanics of disc golf. To start off with, disc golf is a relatively new sport. It was invented in the late 60s, early 70s, and then it was formally founded as a professional sport in 1976. But basically, disc golf is just like golf. But instead of clubs and balls, you're trying to use disc or frisbees to throw shots into a chain basket. And just like golf, there's pars on the holes. You're trying to get the disc into the basket in the same number or less shots as the hole requires. So within disc golf, there's three main types of disc. There's drivers, there's mid-ranges, and there's putters. So basically just like the golf clubs. Drivers are for your long shots off the tee that require maximum distance. Mid-ranges is for your mid-range, not as long shots, or your up shots to where you're throwing from the fairway up to the green. And then putters are for finishing the hole and providing accuracy to throw the disc into the basket. So, within the three different types of disc, there are four numbers on the disc that provide a guide as to how the disc is thrown. The first number is speed. And the number that represents speed is simply just a measurement of how fast the disc is required to be thrown. So a speed 14 disc, which is the max, is required to be thrown harder and faster than a speed 8 disc. The second number is glide. Glide represents the amount of distance the disc will glide through the air after your initial power of your throw has worn off. So a 5 glide disc will glide a lot farther than a 2 glide disc. Third number is turn. Turn is the level of the degree the disc will turn during its high speed initial flight. So before glide kicks in, while your disc still has power, turn represents how much the disc will turn in the air, all of its straight path. And the final number is fade. Fade represents how much the disc will fade off of its straight line once it's gliding into the ground. So once the disc finishes its initial flight and it starts gliding into the ground, it will fade off in one direction or another until it hits the ground. So within each type of disc, drivers, mid-range, and putters, they make a variety of all three types that have different numbers on them and do different things in the air. Some discs turn a lot, some discs do not turn at all, some discs fly completely straight, some discs fly in almost like a C curve shape. So, after you get through and find the disc that you like, there's two different types of throwing discs. So the main two types of throwing are backhanded and forehanded, just like tennis. You can hit a tennis ball backhanded or a forehand. So, when you throw a disc, if you're a right-handed person throwing a backhand throw, then the disc will curve to the left naturally. But if you are also right-handed and throw forehand, the disc will curve right naturally. So, if you need the disc to go left, you will throw backhand. If you need the disc to go right, you can throw forehand. So this allows you to play any type of hole and curve the disc around any type of obstacle. So moving on to the putters, you can throw a putter however you'd like, any way that feels comfortable to you. You can throw forehand, you can throw backhand, you can throw it like a baseball, you can shoot it like a basketball. The only rule when throwing a putter is that your feet have to stay planted and you have to maintain your balance. Any way you throw it is legal as long as your feet are planted and you maintain your balance. So whatever works for you, just stick with that. So to summarize my points, disc golf is a great, fun sport that's very easy to play, very easy to pick up. But the complexity of the game goes a little bit deeper than a lot of people may think. It's not just a bunch of people throwing pieces of plastic through the air. There's skill required, and you have to have knowledge about the disc and how they're supposed to fly and what they're going to do when they leave your hand. I love disc golf, and I think that if you gave it a try, you would love it as well.